Hello again, it's me, Lane Wilkinson, and today we are going to review something different. That's right, we are going to review the whole McDonald's Super Mario set that came out in the United States in 2017. Now you might have to bear with me because some of these are just remodels of some previous Super Mario McDonald sets from different countries, and that we won't have any criterias because most of them aren't really like action figures or plushes. So yeah, let's start off the review with Mario. Now, as you could see the differences, the sculpt and paint jobs are kind of nice. It's not really something like McDonald's would do, but I think they're trying to appeal to collectors, not just kids. Okay, so what you do is there's an on and off switch. If you turn it on, and when you hit this button and let go, it'll make the jumping sound. But you do that to make this sound. This is actually a good toy. I would kinda give this toy an A+. Next up, it is Yoshi. Now, the sculpt and paint job is kinda good. Well, maybe not the paint jobs, for some toys at least. But, yeah. So what you do is that you push the saddle, and when you do that, his tongue sticks out. Oh yeah, by the way, I have tried using that with my Wendy's Mario. Let's see if I can get Wendy's Mario. So yeah, so I recently got the Wendy's Mario. So I made him sit on this McDonald's Yoshi. Oops. I made him sit on him like that, and it actually works kind of well. So if you have a Wendy's Mario, make sure to get that Yoshi too. Oh yeah, by the way, the Yoshi is like a remold of this year's McDonald's Mario set, but from the UK. Also, I forgot to mention the Mario one. The one was from last year, and it was from Russia. And yeah, so I kinda rate Yoshi an A. I'm a Luigi, number 1. So yeah, this is a Luigi that jumps out of a pipe. So what you do is this, because for Luigi, he has a wheel, and he's in a launching position, and there's a thing to launch it, because inside, if you squeeze it, it'll make Luigi jump. Here's him doing a backflip. And yeah, I don't know about the paint job for Luigi, but hey, the sculpt is actually okay. This is a remodel, or a remold I should say, of the Luigi from this year's McDonald's Mario set from the UK. In fact, most of them are actually just remolds of the ones from this year that came from the UK before they came to the United States. I mean, the Yoshi's one, the Luigi's one, Star Power Mario's one, Bowser's one, Princess Peach's one, and the Red Shell is. Except for Mario and the 1-Up Mushroom. The 1-Up Mushroom is kind of an original toy, but I'll get into that later. So yeah, so for Luigi, I give him an A+. Next up, this is the 4th toy in the set. It's the 1-Up Mushroom, which has a gimmick. Now, before I do the gimmick, this is a remold of the Red Mushroom that came in 2014, I think, in the UK. And the sound effect is actually different compared to this one, because the Super Mushroom had that item popping out of the block theme, while this one has the sound you get when you get a 1-Up Mushroom. So yeah, I kind of give this mushroom an A. Next up is a very good one. This is Star Power Mario. It's kind of similar to the jumping Mario. However, this one does not jump, and that one's kind of smaller. Because as you can see, there is a light switch, and when you turn it on, he glows in the dark. And yeah, sometimes there'll be like flashing light sounds, which I don't know, it could cause a seizure. I don't know. There we go. I don't know. If it gets recalled from due to a seizure, then maybe this could be like my rarest McDonald's toy in the set. Though that's just me believing in stuff. So yeah, I kind of give him a B+. Oh wait, one more comparison. Because here's Jack Specific's World of Nintendo Star Power Mario, the Series 8 one. I don't have the Series 10 one, and yeah. Now the World Nintendo Star Power Mario from the 8th wave does not have a live feature. In fact, I never did a review on him yet. When I get to like part 8 of my World Nintendo review, maybe I might review him. Because it might take a while to make part 2 because I still need Diddy Kong and Blue Toad because I'm new to this World of Nintendo craze. And yeah, I did write a letter to Jax about continuing the 6-inch line. They said that they're going to send my idea to the Nintendo department, so I hope it gets greenlit. Here's a toy that kinda gets problems. See, this is the Bowser. Because as you can see, I'm kinda cheating a little because I actually repainted this because on these parts of the spikes they weren't painted in, so I used Sharpies to paint them. And I actually painted the mouth in because it was left unpainted. That was the same paint I used for my Mario Kart 64 Mario figure. Okay, there's like a story. When my Mario Kart 64 figure got shipped, everything was in good condition, but the hat wasn't. So I tried to like fool people. I just like repaint the hat so that way it looks like he was knit in a box. And yeah, that kind of worked out pretty well. And it actually kind of works. So if you really want to repaint figures that have been weared or scratched so much, you can use paint to just repaint it in. So if you want to know what paint I used the testers. They're like small jars of paint. I got them at Hobby Lobby, and so yeah. But anyways, the main focus is its gimmick. So Bowser has 2 fire missiles, and there's a push button on like his tail butt thingy, and once you do that, he does this. Ooh, maybe if I could hit the camera. Whoa, I did it! Wow. So yeah, I kind of give Bowser, it's hard to decide, maybe just a B. Okay, here is my least favorite Mario toy from this United States set. This is a Princess Peach thing. So there's only one wheel on the bottom, so when you like wheel it, Peach twirls around. It doesn't work too well because like she only has one wheel. It would have been good if it had 2 wheels. And yeah. But the background she is in, it's holographic. I hope you can see that clearly. And yeah, the paint job is kind of good. It's just my least favorite toy because it's, I don't know, the gimmick is kind of boring in my opinion. But you don't have to agree with me if you want to. And yeah, I kind of rate him, I mean her, sorry, I should learn manners, a B+. Okay, the last one in the set is also ones that have problems, but less problems than Bowser. Because you see, I kind of also cheated a little. I repainted some things like the shell's bottom. I painted the lines in. Same with the top shell. And yeah, so it's like a pullback feature, kind of like the Mario Kart 64 figures. I mean, this one has 4 wheels. Now you might be thinking, it kind of reminds you of that Burger King green shell that came out in 2012. Well, they're both different because like the neck hole is actually bigger than this one, and the green shell one from Burger King has 3 wheels instead of 4. Also, the top shell is green, unlike this one, which is red. And yeah, I hope I could get a duplicate of this someday and maybe repaint it green, so that way I don't have to like go searching for like those green shells from Burger King, just so I can have one to stand with the red shell. And yeah, oh yeah, I forgot. I kind of rate him a B plus. And yeah, that's basically it. So in conclusion, I give this set like an A. I kind of recommend you pick some, and they're only there for like this month, which is May. Also, my new stop motion series that I mentioned in part 1 of my World Nintendo review, that is coming up soon. It's just hard to make. I haven't even filmed anything yet. All I have is this box thing, which I'll be using for green screening the background. So yeah, so see you guys next time, and I hope you have a wonderful day.